In the early 90s, Ford set out to build a rally car that could bring them back to the very top of world rallying. The result was the Ford Escort RS Cosworth, a car born out of purpose, not marketing. It may have worn the badge of a small family hatchback, but under the skin, it was something entirely different. Early development was built around the Sierra Cosworth mechanicals. It carried the proven Cosworth YB turbo engine, four-wheel drive, and that unmistakable whale-tail rear wing, all designed to meet Group A regulations and to dominate the stages. Development began in the late 1980s under the guidance of Malcolm Wilson, who played a key role in shaping the Escort's competitive character. Wilson tested the early prototypes extensively, and his hands-on approach meant that every change came from experience behind the wheel. By the time he drove the car on the 1992 Scottish Rally, the Escort RS Cosworth was nearly ready for the world stage, already showing the pace to challenge established rivals.
The Group A Escort was, to be honest, right from the outset. I did the very first rally in a prototype car, which was basically a Sierra floor pan shortened with an Escort body put on the Scottish Rally as like a zero car, should we say. And, you know, we were ahead of Colin McRae at the time, who was doing great things in the Subaru. So we knew right from day one it had great potential. And to be honest, it was a relatively easy car to drive. Definitely, it felt a lot more nimble than the Sapphire 4x4, which I had been driving. So it was a great start basically to the career of the car.
The car made its World Rally Championship debut in 1993. Instantly competitive and instantly a fan favourite. With drivers like Francois Delacour, Mickey Biasion and Malcolm Wilson himself, the Escort proved quick on both tarmac and gravel. Delacour gave it an unforgettable first season, winning in Portugal, Corsica and Catalonia, while Biasion added victory on the Acropolis Rally. For Wilson, a significant achievement came for both himself and the car to repay his efforts in 1994, after just missing out on the British Rally Championship title the previous year to Richard Burns. A dominant performance would see him claim the British Rally Championship title after a number of years trying.
The standout moments for me with the Escort Cosworth were, first of all, was finishing third overall on the RSC Rally in 1993. To be on the podium with Kankkunen winning the rally was a great feeling. It was my sort of first podium on a World Championship, proper WRC event, should we say. I'd been third in New Zealand, but that wasn't at the time when it was in part of the World Championship. And then, of course, it took many years to get there, but the 1994 British Championship to actually, you know, win it with the car that I'd been involved with from the development, from the very first car to, you know, that great result on the RAC, and then following that up with a British Championship title in 1994. So, two standout moments for me, really.
Through the mid-90s, the car evolved. Ford's works effort shifted between factory and private teams, with RAS Sport taking over in 1995 before returning the project in-house for 96. It was around this time that Patrick Sniers was still flying the Escort flag on European stages. His performances, especially in Belgium and across the ERC, kept the RS Cosworth's competitive spirit alive long after many factory teams had moved on. Sniers' cars, often in their recognisable Bastos livery, showed how versatile and durable the Escort still was at national and continental level.
I think during my career I always had almost the best car on the right moment, but the Escort was one of, I think I drove 5 or 6 years in the Escort, and it's a car I understand very good. I had a very good engineer with me, and it was at that moment was one of the fastest cars, or the best cars.
Yeah.
Maybe not the fastest, but the best one, and it was completely in balance, and I understand completely the car.
By 1997, rallying's new World Rally Car regulations changed everything. Ford's next generation car, the Focus, was still a year away, so the Escort was completely re-engineered to meet these new rules. Under the management of Malcolm Wilson, now running his own team, M Sport, the Escort entered a new phase. The car featured new suspension, improved aerodynamics, and a sequential gearbox. It retained the same raw spirit, but with a little more sophistication. The Escort WRC claimed 2 more victories in 1997, both with Carlos Sainz. Regular podiums followed with Juha Kankkunen and Bruno Thierry through 1998. It wasn't the newest design on the stages, but under M Sport's preparation, it remained fast, tough, and spectacular to watch. When the Ford Focus WRC arrived in 1999, the Escort finally stepped aside, but not before cementing its place as one of Ford's most charismatic rally cars. Even after its factory days were over, the Escort continued to thrive in national championships all over the world. Privateer teams kept refining the car, and it remained a winning package well into the 2000s. The Escort Cosworth's strength, reliability, and unmistakable character, along with some of the best liveries the sport has ever seen, made it a favourite for drivers and fans long after its time at the top had passed.